Whilst I love riding motorbikes just as much as anyone else, it can be dangerous, so here's some highway riding tips. If you're like me, you probably hate riding out on the highway. They're straight and boring, packed with right lane hogs and massive slow moving trucks. But there are more than a few highways that have their curves and attract less traffic. Here in Australia, we're blessed with several great highways to get our motors running, such as the Adelaide Hills, which is where I am today. Having said that though, any highway can present safety issues for riders, regardless of whether they're straight and boring or twisty and interesting. In this video, we'll be looking at some tips to keep you safe when you're out riding on the highway. Number 1, manage fatigue. On those long stretches of straight road, the main issues are fatigue and boredom, which can result in a lack of attention and easy distraction. The best way to beat these is to stop regularly, hydrate, but avoid coffee. Number 2, look out for animals. Since most interesting highways carve through country areas, a major danger is wildlife and livestock. Kangaroos are the number one danger to riders, accounting for 70% of all motorcycle crashes with animals. To avoid wildlife, stick to riding between an hour or two after dawn or before dusk. In drought, wildlife can come closer to the roadside for the green grasses. Also scan the sides of the road regularly for any movement of animals in the bushes. Number 3, dress for the occasion. Always make sure that you dress for the occasion. If you crash at highway speed, jeans and sand shoes will rub away to nothing in a matter of seconds. While modern textile motorcycle gear is quite safe, nothing beats the abrasion resistance of leather. Whilst there's plenty of information on the internet, you can always drop into your local motorcycle shop to get some advice on the right gear. And when the weather's not looking great, consider some wet weather gear. Highway speeds can also mean high wind noise, which can not only be exhausting, but can also cause hearing loss. At 100 km an hour, the wind noise in your helmet will be louder than a rock concert. After 15 minutes, it's starting to cause permanent hearing loss. Soft foam earplugs only cost about $1, but you can also have specially moulded earplugs made just for you. Number 5, always be seen. Straight and boring roads tend to have plenty of traffic, and not a lot of that is trucks. When you're out riding, always be aware that you can disappear into the blind spot of cars and trucks in these conditions. In fact, trucks can even have blind spots in front of them because of the enormous bonnets on them. Riders should be aware of this and ride in a position where the driver can see them. If they do overtake, they should do so quickly and always keep a buffer zone between them and other vehicles. That could mean moving to the left, right or centre of the lane depending on where the other vehicles are. Number 6, leave a gap. While tailgating is the number 1 P for most motorists, motorcyclists included, it's surprising how many riders follow too closely. Contrary to popular opinion, motorcycles don't stop as fast as cars. Cars also have 4 tyres, which means they have a more substantial footprint, whereas motorcycles only have 2 rounded tyres with a very small contact patch. It's vital that you maintain a good 2 to 3 seconds gap to the vehicle in front. Number 7, keep your brakes in check. It's also vital that your brakes are up to standard. Before any highway road trip, you should check your brakes and ensure there's enough meat on the pads. Bendix now makes brake pads for motorcycles, offering 2 pad types: Bendix Moto Ultimate Plus and Bendix Moto Street Road Track. Bendix Moto Ultimate Plus are a ceramic pad and are the best for more day-to-day use. For highway riding and bigger motorcycles, you'll want to fit Bendix Moto Street Road Track pads, which have stable friction in all conditions: hot, cold, wet or dry. They also have strong initial bite and low fade at high temperatures, perfect for heavy braking sections on twisty highways. Thanks for watching, and I hope these basic tips help you to have a safer and more enjoyable ride. For more information on brake pads for your motorcycle, head to bendixmoto.com.au.
Bendix Moto. Ride with confidence.